This is the Mystery Ranch and Carryology Dragon 2.0. Super awesome. And yeah, we're out here outdoors testing it out. And in this video, we're going to tell you all about the Dragon 2.0, everything they built in. We're also going to compare it to the rest of the Mystery Ranch and Carryology backpacks that we've seen over the years, and then bring out a couple non-collaboration bags that look very similar. So we're going to compare the features so you can make a decision about the Dragon 2.0, whether you want to hunt this thing after it's released. Videos coming out about 24 hours after the drop, but you know, while you're waiting, here are some details that you might want to be aware of. And for those that didn't get it, well, you might want to get it because it's super awesome. Let's get to it. This is going to be a fun one. Today we have the Dragon 2.0. Totally still decked out from my little adventure intro, that kind of stuff. We'll get into it. Today's video, we're going to dive into all the features that are in the Dragon 2.0. Talk about them briefly compared to the Dragon 1.0. I don't have the first and original Dragon, so we're just going to have to make some generalizations. I did learn a lot about the Dragon 2.0 from watching like JT and Soul's video and a lot of others. But we also have the Unicorn 2.0s out here, and we have the Spartan, Cerberus, Spartanology. Either way, these bags are all Carryology Mystery Ranch collaborations over the last couple of years. The original Dragon predates my entrance into this whole carry crazy community, but now that I'm here, I have some of the greatest ones that they've just come out with over the last couple of years. So we're going to get into it. We're also going to compare two bags that share some, at least, design cues with the Dragon 2.0. We have the Rehose Buddy. This is my custom build. And then we have the Trakke Carryology Muir, also here on the table. So we're going to get to all of it. So chapter marker down below if you really want to jump around. Let's dive in. Let's really, first of all, dive into Dragon 2.0. So Dragon 2.0. I never acquired Dragon 1.0. It really came out before I really got into this fully, and I never really just got around to picking it up because A, its size, B, the bottle pockets just really didn't speak to me. There's lots of people that actually love the Dragon 1.0, and I think it's cool, I just never got it. The Dragon 2.0, first of all, a little bit smaller. We'll talk about sizes and dimensions here in a little bit. And redesigned bottle pockets that are more conforming and just slimmer overall in the bag's design. We have still have a stick it or beaver tail or exterior place to store stuff. The difference is this one is not stowable, so the other ones were attached like some of the other designs. This one has just three little attachment points down here that you attach this thing to, and then G-hooks up top. And then you could completely remove it, which probably is what I'll do. But I wanted to leave it here because it's really cool, and I just wanted to show you the difference. One of the other major differences with this is there's webbing that goes horizontal versus the vertical tracks like we've seen on some of the other bags. So just a little different style, nothing else additional. This bag is mostly X50 everywhere, 500D in other places I believe, but X50, which is one of my favorite weights for the bags. Now this G-hook thing here has lots of, this is my jacket from earlier, lots of additional webbing so you can really expand this thing out and put some bigger stuff in there. These attachment points, little loops in here, have been sealed. That was a question that came up and I saw it was answered by Taylor, that it is no problem once this is removed, no water intrusion point down below. AquaGuard zippers everywhere, and this zipper track goes all the way around the back and down the other side. which aids you in like just kind of flip-topping this thing, opening up and working on the top of the bag. More about that here in a little bit. Hypalon tab pulls in a lot of places, which is a nice feature. On the Stick-It, again, nothing else on the inside, just big, thick, beefy. Attach your helmet, jacket, stuff, and other bigger gear if you're using this in outdoor mode. Me, like I said, probably gonna remove that sucker and just go slick most of the time. 2 side bottle pockets, which I got just this mirror, water bottle in there, the smaller size, and when they're not in there, it just kind of all compresses and shrinks in. This side just has trekking poles, which, you know, just wanted to show the outdoorness of this bag. Ooh, that's the top camera. Hopefully it's not broken. You use that, the Stick-It, to use as compression if you've got something taller in there. That's really the only way. There's no other attachment point unless you went all the way around from this little Hypalon tab all the way on the front. Now there is, and this is a hidden feature that is mentioned in the articles about it, but there is a hidden pocket back in here. And there is a zipper pocket on the inside. This will be nearly impossible to truly show you, but here's the back of the bag. Here's the inside of this basically flap. Now you could put a big taller item in here, hidden, leave it in there. In fact, you can take the waist belt and just jam it in there and store it that way. I won't use the waist belt, so I just totally removed it. But on the inside is 2 little zippered pockets, a little bit of orange. So you kind of see it in there. There's a zipper pull, top, undo it, hide some stuff in there, keys, passport, cash, and then push that zipper to the top. And it's long enough that when it's on the top, you don't even see the cord. So you would maybe just see the little bit of orange, but that's about it. And, you know, again, the previous edition had longer areas to put stuff in there. This has just some shorter areas. From this angle, we can see the laptop entrance. Again, AquaGuard zipper. Now I'm in that big pocket area, and it's got a zipper garage at the top, which I like, and it's super nice. And again, since we're looking at this side of it, we got it laid down. Futura harness, which is a standard on a lot of their more full feature designs. You just undo the Velcro and then you can slide this thing up or down to tailor it to your size. And I would just undo these load lifters, size this for your back size, and then dial in the load lifters. Otherwise, we have this very nice Mystery Ranch branded Fidlock buckle with little bladder hose built-in retention straps. So when you ran the hydration port through this little area here from the inside, then you can run it, of course, all the way down here and then retain it right here on either side. I've added this little piece here. This is from Thermal Liftworks. I actually took this off one of my Unicorn 2.0s, but the benefit of this is you just stow that and now it's not attaching to itself all the time. So that's gonna stay right there. I'll probably pick another one up for the bag that I took off. Handle is awesome, pretty close to, almost identical to the Unicorns. There you go. Top area is awesome as well, and it's got plenty of room inside for you to store whatever. And what's cool is we've got a little key loop. You can just totally remove that from that loop. Different little setup here. This is more of a stretch area instead of like the netting that you see on some of the Mystery Ranch bags. And then a nice little internal zip pocket. This is where I put the 1.5-inch waist belt. So not load bearing, just kind of a thing to keep it attached to you if you're kind of doing any off-angle stuff. Just attaches with these clips. Otherwise, I'm gonna remove it, probably store it with the Stick-It when I get this all configured for daily carry, which that's the plan right now. That's the outside. Again, X50, small branding, nice patch panel, and of course, a Dan Matsuda designed dragon patch, which is pretty cool. I like that. And in fact, go to the, if you didn't see this, there's a way for you to get a titanium version of this patch. More details in their article that they wrote. Now the benefit of this style of bag is the fact that you can unzip this thing just around about here and then flip open the top. And that is, you know, what these other designs, some of them will have too. And we'll show you some more about that. What's interesting is this, they omitted putting a pocket up here, so when you flip it open you don't have access to anything there. That's just something that, you know, maybe Dragon 3.0, but that's just something they didn't include. Now I just have some packing cubes jammed in this sucker to give us a total loadout. If I remove just some of them here, we can talk about just getting into the top of the bag. And there's a couple things. First of all, there's 2 internal pockets that are really nice. And I don't have anything there right now, but when I pack this thing out for work, they're not super deep, maybe about yay deep, 3 to 4 inches deep on either side. So you've got the ability to put some stuff up top, so when you open this up, you get them, they're not all the way down at the bottom of the bag. Now this section here, this is a little toggle here in the top. You can either put in your hydration bladder right through there, or keep this thing attached so when your laptop is in there, it would maybe not fly out, but again, you can access that laptop area from there. More about that in a second here. Now we get this zipper all the way down, and we see that there is a mesh pocket on the front of the bag. Orange on the inside. Less orange overall than some other Carryology bags. We just have the 10-liter packing cube. Put that back here in a second. So we'll go and look, lay this sucker down, just a couple more details. There is, of course, a tag in here, but there is 2 stretchy internal pockets. So if you didn't want to put bottles on the outside, you wanted to keep them on the inside, they'll totally fit and then they won't just mingle with everything else. There's also a laptop, well, I said laptop area, but then there's a tablet. And it's totally elevated, I'd say 3 to 4 inches. Just carry your tablet right inside. So laptop, tablet, bottles, zip pockets, super nice. And then again, it's Velcro sealed as well for this bladder area. So, and it's just again, X50 Velcro, totally gonna keep that dry. That's it. Nice interior, bottle pockets on either inside. X50, just phenomenal. While I'm packing this up, big thanks to Mystery Ranch for sending this out, allowing me to test it prior to the release so that I can put a video out. And unfortunately, not like you needed a video to order it, you probably just did it based off of whether you wanted this style of bag or not. But now, while you wait, maybe you're watching this video. Main differences between this and Dragon 1.0, we'll put some dimensions here. Now these dimensions are either, and I'll put a note, my measured dimensions or the official ones. At the time of filming, I don't actually know the official dimensions, but I did take a tape measure of this thing. You can see that it is slightly smaller dimensionally. Now originally the first Dragon was 25 liters, this one's listed at 26 liters, but in reality the other Dragon, the first edition, was much bigger, like 30 liters-ish is what people are saying. So this one is just more everyday carry and more close to the 26 liter everyday carry sweet spot. A little large, more of a 20 liter EDC, but for a kind of do-it-all bag, this 25-26 liter capacity is kind of a good middle area. Now let's talk about the next bag in the sort of size range. And here is the Unicorn 2.0. This is the RVX 25, bright orange. Differences. First of all, vertical webbing on the sticket. We have, it's again G-hooks, but G-hooks on the front versus the G-hooks over here went all the way to the back. We do have side pockets, but they are completely enclosed with some organization on the inside and some secret pockets as well, and just more admin organization places for all your stuff. This stick it beaver tail, whatever you want to call it, does not get removed. It fits in this little pocket on the bottom. So you kind of roll it up and it's always with you. And that's what the original Dragon did, but this one's just removable, which, you know, some people love or hate. I personally don't really use these very often, so I like to have them just mostly off. This style of bag's obviously much different. It's in a different style for the Mystery Ranch bags with that Y shape. We do still have a top pocket, and it's a little bit smaller, I would say, and we have the same style of internal pocket with, again, this is that like net mesh bottom. Their key loop was not removable. Inside the bag, I'm not going to go totally feature to feature, but I did want to say that on the inside of the bag we have some similarities as well. This bag is hardly used. Small pockets, slightly different design, but on the back of the bag we have webbing on this one. We had that laser etched or laser cut webbing, which I didn't mention. I did show. But on the inside of this one, we just have no tablet area. We just have the one deep laptop area. Same toggle layout as I showed you in this video. And this zipper, the bladder zipper over here. And then we still have the same size, same side for your laptop access. Same style. This one's an inch waist belt on the Unicorn 2.0, inch and a half bigger for a slightly bigger bag. That's the big differences as we look at the Unicorn 2.0 and the Dragon 2.0. Here are the dimensions. So you can compare them side by side with what bag might be better for you. This one's a little bit smaller, fits, and also in the dimensions. So the Unicorn's just, you know, kind of what it is. Might be for you. It's getting tangled up. Compared to the Dragon. All right, so that's Unicorn. None of them are really standing well today, except the Dragon for right now. Let's go even smaller. Here's the Spartanology, or Cerberus, or however you want to call it. Also just one of the best bags out there. Small little pocket here. This one, of course, the smallest of the collaboration bags between Mystery Ranch and them. Nice little internal drop-ins, nothing on this side. Super nice materials. Again, X50 everywhere, same stick-it design, or very similar. These tabs go out here, stretchy pockets, and another little pocket on the bottom, which is super cool. G hooks on Hypalon. Again, this thing fits underneath, and then we have one small pocket up front for you to put some stuff. Inside, or you know, we have a fidlock opening here, and then this just opens up very uniquely, and then just opens up, and you know, you've seen all this stuff before. If you haven't, the video on, actually they're all in the Mystery Ranch folder, which I'll link right there. You can see all my Mystery Ranch videos, including these videos from the Spartanology, the Unicorn, and the host of other standard Mystery Ranch bags that I've done over the years. Because Mystery Ranch is just one of those fantastic outdoor companies that really does have an eye for design. And I hope that stays in the future. Ta-da! Dragon in the middle, Spartan on one side, Unicorn on the other. And three of their really awesome colors. They always do black, which is really awesome. And then this was usually a special edition. This is the RVX 25, and again X50 M81 classic camo, which is awesome. Now these bags, obviously small, medium, large. But these two here, the unicorn and the dragon, are, I would say, pretty close. It just really depends on what you're going to use them for and which design features you like better. Both with a top pocket, Y style on the unicorn, more all the way around the bag for the dragon. But they're now getting closer in style. Of course, both of these have the Futura harness, which is just super cool. This has a Futura-like, it's missing this lumbar pad, but definitely Futura. And again, very, very comfortable. Dial in your comfort and you are all set. All right, that's the collaboration roundup. Let's go a different direction and talk feature differences between some non-Mystery Ranch bags. Let's go collaboration first, and here's the track. So we'll put dimensions up here, ta-da, so you can compare them side by side. They look pretty similar, I would say. Now, feature differences. First of all, harnesses. Very customizable, go all day, built for the outdoors, just a more robust harness system. This is no slouch, very comfortable. They went, overboard with Astra Alpine Cobra buckles and these, I don't know what the names of the buckles are. I'll put it down there if I can remember. But just a different style layout of the buckle system. More track, but more outdoor, and this is also X11, which is also just a fantastic material. Other than that, some bottle pockets are like their Store brand, Store, S-T-O-R-R, with this sort of batwing design right into the strap. So different styles, right? We have a external laptop on one side, and that is not accessible on the inside. It's just, that's what it is, just on the outside. And again, different handle layout. We do have a separate front pocket, which is unique here. We don't have any of the secret pockets that I'm aware of. On the inside of the bag, we have a top pocket on the mirror, which is nice. Different internal colors. One pocket here, drop-ins, and then a key loop attached. Just different style. Goes down to about here. Loop panel patch one there. Didn't really mention a big one on the top and an additional one on the stick it. Do it with, when it's not there, it's not there. Now when we open it up, again, kind of a apples to apples look. You can see nothing attached here. On this side, nothing attached here either. We do have the label in the front, and as we unpack a few things, mostly just a bunch of field pockets, we have a no drop-in down below, but we do have mesh pocket, vertical versus horizontal on the inside, and then an additional tablet sleeve on the inside that's elevated and definitely padded. So, are they similar? I would say yes, they are similar, but harness is your main difference. Size differences, I would say not dramatically different. They're both in the same large everyday carry, light or weekend travel kind of thing. Both top pockets, so on the go ease with accessing your gear. Bottle pockets, nice. I would say more internal pockets and everything on the Dragon. The harness, again, the harness is just kind of the thing. So that's what they look like side by side. Which one's more for you? The X50 definitely looks more black in this color. The mirror looks more like a grayish, dark charcoal grayish, but it's nice. One thing, and this is definitely a consideration, they have 4 zipper pulls on the Trakke Muir, which allows you to open it up from the bottom, get some stuff down here without having to go all the way up and around. So, it's got 4 different zipper pulls on there just so you can access things on the go. That's not the situation here. Would have been nice to put on there, and maybe they considered it and just decided not to go that direction. Either way, that's how they compare. So, nice bags, you know, one maybe slightly more boxy isn't really the word, but just more rectangular, I guess, more rounded on the Dragon, you know. There's really no winner and loser in this. It's just, what do you prefer? All right, this is a, again, non-collaboration bag. This is the Rehose Buddy that people also pointed out. So I have one. I haven't done a specific video on this one. I did another Buddy video, but then I sold that one because I had already ordered this one. This color was just very, very cool. Stretchy mesh style pockets. Again, very, very durable. Similar material. This one also has a front access pocket. This one also has one big patch panel in the front. Pocket style, this has just one pocket on the top. Just a, you know, flat pocket, not a ton of dimension to it. This one also has little loops sewn in. So he puts these in there, so it's actually like a theft deterrent thing. So when you drop your zipper pull through there, someone can't quickly grab it. I had some orange zipper pulls added. That was an option that I did. And I also added the quad zipper setup. That was an option as well. Back panel, load lifters. I'd say handles very similar. Straps, you know, not adjustable here, but really the big differences are on the inside. And again, the Buddy has, I upgraded to big, beefy, non-aqua guard zippers. Over here, I think these are number 10, reverse coils. And as you open this one, the Rehose Buddy, of course I added orange, the RVX style. I think it's actually maybe Echo Pack. Can't remember exactly. But this one has an internal pocket on the inside. So if you're going to open this up, go admin style, nice loop panel in here for additional admin. So you can just customize that for open it up and go to town and work on it. There's no included laptop setup on the Buddy. So you have to add it yourself. And on this one, that's what I did. I bought this one and it's a very nice design, but it's just extra. Now we have drop-in pockets and zippered pockets on the inside of this too. So yes, oh, and another zipper pocket down below. So very similar. So in this comparison, which one is for you? I'll list dimensions here on the screen so you can make an educated guess. However, you know, they all same general dimensions, plus or minus a liter here and there, plus or minus an inch here or there. More accessible top pockets. This one's just a slide in. The Rehose Buddies, I think he's going to stop making these. He may have already stopped making the 22 liter size in the Buddy and he's moved on. But if not, you can check out the link in the description to go and contact him to see if he'll build you one. The Dragon, of course, probably sold out by the time you're watching this video, but you'll be able to get them from other people. They probably bottle 4 colors and they're going to decide and then they'll release them. So check out the Carryology Classifieds Facebook group. That's where most of them will sell for sure. I would not go to eBay. That's where most of the people who are buying them and then just trying to make a profit off it are. Between these two bags, this one's not available anymore, so it's also a collaboration bag. You could probably pick it up. If you have this, you know, that's just how it stacks up to the Dragon 2.0. And again, I do love the unicorn. I mean, I still have 2 of them. I sold the black one, but I kept the orange, kept the green, just because I love that thing. This one, what did I do? Well, I had this one to test, but I'm still gonna go buy one, probably the white UVX, just because I have a plan for that. So we'll see when that one comes. Probably do a follow-up video on this, just because I'm gonna use this in everyday carry mode for a trip. And then when I get the UVX 40 one, I'll just, you know, talk about the differences, how I plan to use that one. So there you go. So that's it. That's Dragon 2.0 from Mystery Ranch and Carryology. Super fantastic addition to the collaboration group that we have. Lots of awesome bags and really can't go wrong. All day comfort, EDC, outdoor, travel, you name it, the Dragon has it all. And so now that you've seen them all compared, now you can make a decision about which one maybe is best for you. That, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to explore the outdoors with the Dragon 2.0. So we'll see you in the next one. See ya.